Okay, today I'm going to be explaining what sunspots are. A sunspot is the end of a Heteromac funnel. It is the end of a vortex with a rollover halo wave. Now, a vortex to a rollover halo wave is one part of a Heteromac column. I call it a halo wave because it is two leaders of energy which cross each other, spin out sideways, meet at the bottom, pass through each other and spin back around in a heart shape. I have drawn this shape many times and this is it. So the black line picture there is how the top of the vortex from the center spins out, crosses itself, goes out in a heart shape and meets at the bottom, and that is the rollover halo wave. Now this wave starts at the sunspot in the black area to the edge of the normal sun, so to speak. Yeah, that patch of brown is actually a rollover halo wave. Now this is a picture I drew when I was explaining the Lorentz force because it is electrical, and this is the configuration of the travel. You have two leaders in the circled area at the top of the picture, spin outwards, pass through each other, cross round and meet at the bottom in the heart shape, and then they spin into each other in the middle if there's another pulse of energy being forced from behind. If not, that crossover into the middle is not there, so all you get is the heart shape. Now I've brought this back up because this has the complete configuration of travel. If you look to the top left, you will see the rollover halo wave, and underneath that is a double helix vortex. They pass through each other and go left and right, and then we move into the middle picture where they spin round into the center. And with the Lorentz force, if you force more waves in, you get an Lorentz force ejection vortex, which is what fires missiles from railguns. And just as on par, if you look on the left at the bottom there, I've shown the Lorentz force acceleration rings and orbitals, and because it's electrical, it turns out to be atom law as well, but I'm showing that it is the vortex to the halo wave that is what makes the orbital, and not the wave and then the distance energy. So if you know physics, you'll understand what I just said. But yeah, the Lorentz force is actually atom law, and what you think of atom law is actually incorrect. So now we're back with this picture, which is a funnel vortex with a rollover halo wave, which is part, or the top I should say, of a Heteromac, and the Thunderbolts projects have shown this very well. So this sunspot is actually the top of this Heteromac. So as you can see by double helix theory explanation, there is a vortex at the bottom, there is a rollover halo wave in the center. This is a Lorentz force acceleration point, and this is where the wave crushes itself into the center and accelerates the energy to accelerate it basically upwards, and then it forms another vortex at the top. So the center is the energy and the vortex has spun out to the sides, and that is what you are seeing here, the top of a vortex. So now I'm just going to go through several sunspot pictures because I've shown the configuration of travel there on the right, and we will see it in every single sunspot. Then I'm going to show it in plant leaves, which basically means every single leaf on the planet is formed in exactly the same way, but I'm trying to keep the video short, so just going to put up a few leaves. So basically this is how it's grown. That's why it gets wider towards the center in the middle there, where the stem is, because that's where everything crosses over, and it doesn't matter what size, large or small, the shape is in everything. And obviously it looks electrical too. Then also you have this, which is a cross section of a rhino's leg or horn, I do believe. The story was in mainstream maybe in May 2016. Saving a rhino, doesn't matter, but again, energy travels in a double helix wave, funnel, a trumpet, and it makes a heart shape because that is all energy travel. And then, of course, to finish off, we have the Ceres crater, which is lit up by something and they don't know what. Well, there's energy going into that. I have shown that a Ouroboros torus ring, a rollover halo wave ring, is produced when you pour water, and water can be considered electrical travel because it travels in a double helix vortex. And when you pour it out into your sink, let's say, streamers will zoom out in 360 degrees, not 365, 360 degrees. They will perform a rollover halo wave and create an Ouroboros torus ring. That is what is also happening on Ceres. It's where the lights are coming from. Energy is coming down into the middle, or up from the bottom into the middle, and then it spins out in the heart shape, and then it rolls around to the bottom of the circle. There was an electrical strike which caused this, and that is how all energy travels, which is why I'm able to show it in everything. I do have a video that already shows all this, of how all craters are made, so we won't go into that here. So there we go. A sunspot is the top of a heteromac. It is two leaders that are rotating in a double helix, which is why there's a line in the center. It's like a rolled up piece of paper, which you then roll the top over like a trumpet rollover. So it is a vortex to a rollover halo wave that is smushed on the sun. That is energy coming out of the sun. It is darker inside because the funnel of energy has widened, and is now, the energy is running in the boundary of the heart shape sunspot. So it is colder in the center. Well, not the exact center, but it is, the area of the funnel is colder, but the direct energy is coming from the center, and you see it spill out to the edges, and then it rotates around. That is how a sunspot is formed, because energy attracts matter, matter covers energy, and energy moves matter. Matter cannot move, matter is dead. Energy, electricity and electromagnetism inflates it and rotates it. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I'm a Christian.